It's a story about an Italian-American family that's about to meet their son's girlfriend, their only son's girlfriend, for the very first time. And they find out that she is not Italian. She's been married, divorced, doesn't want children, doesn't like the mom's cooking. A bit of a nightmare.
I think a lot of people can resonate with that. You're doing two hats. You're directing and you're in the movie. How do you manage those two hats doing the film?
When you have a great cast and a great crew behind, in front of the camera, behind the camera, it works out.
Talking about food. Are we going to learn anything about food and culture when we finish watch this?
There'll be a recipe book that's coming out attached to the movie. Yeah. The idea came about because Lisa Phillips-Visca wrote a great screenplay and we shot it.
What are the three things about this film that you really caught your attention? You said, I've got to do this.
Family, love of family, forgiveness, and great tasting food.
How can people find you and follow you? And three words to describe the movie.
Funny, touching, unpredictable. It's on Instagram, it's on TikTok, the Italians movie, All in Films website.
What was it about the script that you wanted to do this film?
It was a family film that doesn't sugarcoat family, but at the same time, it's very heartfelt and honest. It's real. And I think that was something that was really nice. And at the time, it was a weird time in the business. It was a couple of years ago. And it was just nice to see something that was kind of uplifting, but without being like false about it. And it's also very funny. And that's what I really enjoyed about it.
Tell us about your role.
So I play a kind of wayward son, but not really. He's a really good guy. You know, he wants the best for his family, but he doesn't exactly do what his parents want, and they have specific demands, you know? And I'm not going to say that he did anything wrong because he's perfect. But the family, they have complaints, but sort of. It's very loving, you know? And he gets frustrated sometimes with them, but ultimately in the end, he loves them, and they love him. And it's a nice family.
What do you learn about yourself doing this film? Whether it's from a craft point of view or just a personal point of view, what is it?
A dinner table is the best place to evaluate other people, learn your standing in the family, and learn some secrets about other people, especially if they have too much wine.
Okay, guys, you heard that. This is how you evaluate people at dinner. Anyway, how do we follow you on social media for fans to follow you?
Oh, Instagram and Twitter. I think it's Matthew Daddario. Yeah.
So, Matt, thank you so much. You're not too sure about your Instagram, but we can Google you and they can find you, right? Google.
That's social media. Matthew Daddario. Yeah, you'll find me. Matthew Daddario. Easy enough.
It's rare in Hollywood. I probably read 2,000 scripts. I don't know, a lot. And I read this one, I instantly know who Vincenzo was. And Michelle and I, the director, producer, we did a play, a Tennessee Williams Rose Tattoo at the Hudson like 30 years ago. And so we had a lot of history there. And Vincenzo's a little bit like Mangiacavallo, the character from that play. He's all heart, passion. And in this movie, in The Italians, I think he figures a lot of stuff out. And he actually writes the ship for the family, and you would never think that he could. So that's fun, right? When do you see that? At one point you hate him, and then, later on you're like, oh, okay, he's growing. He's got an arc. So there was a full arc in it. It was fantastic. Family can be messy, right? And that's a healthy thing. As long as you're all in it together and you love each other, it doesn't need to be neat and perfect. Actually, it's better when it's not, because you're actually telling the truth. So I took that away from it. And in my family, I'm probably the most boisterous one. And I learned a respect for myself in being that role. You got to rip it open and go. All right. Right.
I know this is cool and this is coming out now. What's on your plate next? What can we look forward to?
Under the Stars with Andy Garcia and Toni Collette's going to come out probably later this year. That was a cool project. We shot it in Puglia in Rome. So I'm looking forward to that. I've been teaching acting, which has kept me busy. I like that. And just life, man. I think you get in there and you do the work. You can't skirt the work, right? It's an interesting time right now because TikTok, YouTube, if you have 10 million followers, they come to you and they go, okay, good. But then they give you something. And if you can't put a talent in front of the people behind you that are viewers, do the work. We have kids right now who got a lot of followers, but they're like, I need to really learn how to act first. And I think that's what you do. And you fall in love with it and you get in touch with that creative part of you. If you sing, if you dance, if you act, find that first. Everything else will follow, I think.
This man is saying good advice, people. So listen to what he just said, okay? Listen. So, yeah, social media, so people can follow you and find you. What are they?
Rob Estes on Instagram, and then reactingstudio.com for acting. That's me.
Hi, I'm Luca Riemma. I played the role of Father Joe. He's a Catholic priest that is handling thematic of familiarity problems about a Italian-American family.
So how did you prepare to play Father Joe?
I grew up being an altar boy, so I know a lot about not about serve God because it's something very difficult, but it's something very beautiful too. Um, I could be a priest, honestly, in my life. Instead of being an actor, I could be a priest.
You look very priestly to me.
You want to confess?
Will confess. I like chocolate.
Oh, you like chocolate?
Just kidding. I don't like chocolate. What did you come away with after you did the project and you think back on your performance? Did you learn anything about yourself or your craft doing this thing?
I learned to listen more. When you confess, you have to get in, to approach with the other part, to put your ego down. It's kind of you got to become a filter. So a filter from the confession is talking through a priest to God. So it's kind of you got to be empty but present at the same time. So it's like that's why we have 2 ears and one mouth. So we should learn how to double listen and speak the right time. That's what has been very hard for me growing in a very big family. We've been shouting to be heard, and listening. I brought from this role that is very important to listen. Is one of the most important things.
How would you describe this film to the audience who would be seeing it? What would you want them to learn from it? How would you engage them to come and check out the Italians?
If you want to laugh, cry, think about your loved ones, and probably make a peace with someone that you give for granted, this kind of unforgiveness. Just forgive. First forgive. Let's forgive ourselves, and be loving from one another. And the most important things, let's eat each other. Like know each other. No, let's eat each other. Sounds very bad. It's not like a cannibal movie, but the love that is also through the food. Sometimes it's not about what you cook. It's for who you cook.
I am David DeLuise, and I play Uncle Sal in The Italians. And I eat, and I laugh, and I smile. There's no killing in this. Not like the mafia. Not like The Godfather.
So, what was it about the script when you read it that you said, "Man, I'm in. I'm in."
Well, I have a very Italian family. As you know, my dad is Dom DeLuise, who's very Italian. It's all about eating. And I'll tell you a quick story about my dad. Took my mom to go see The Godfather in the movie theater. And the Godfathers, they're eating, they're having a party, they're killing, they're stabbing, they're shooting, they're eating, they're having a party. And then after the movie, my mom said, "That made me miss your family, Dom." And he said, "Was it the eating, the stabbing, or the shooting?" So the script is great. Michelle's a wonderful the director. What drew me to it was it was funny. It was sweet. It has a heart. It's an independent movie. And independent movies, comedies are very hard to sell. You have to have a really good script for everyone to believe in it. And it was great working with Rob Estes again. I was in acting class with him 30 years ago.
Wow, that's phenomenal.
Well, something that I learned from Michelle, I do directing as well, and her demeanor on set is very relaxed. She's in control of what's going on. There was no panic, and it felt really good. It felt comfortable, and we were having fun. So, I guess I've been on sets where everybody's cool and relaxed, but that was great. I watched her and her sisters and her son it's a real family affair, you know. So it was great to be there with everyone. They're very talented family.
Social media so people can follow you, find you, and stay in touch.
David DeLuise. Oh, and I have a cafe called the Bigfoot Cafe. So, well, I like to eat. It's in a place called Pine Mountain. And we got great coffee, got great food. We have a bookstore. We have gifts and stuff. So check it out. Bigfoot Cafe.
We're going to be there, Bigfoot Cafe. All right, thank you so much. Inspiration for the story.
Basically family, you know, the love for family. And, you know, I'm Greek and Italian, and, you know, you know, there's a lot of excitement going on. There's a lot of love, there's a lot of passion, and I think we see it on the screen. I mean, everyone really came together the first day, literally. I mean, we felt like a family. And, you know, I think that's most significant, you know, whenever you're filming something.
Besides us having a good time and laughing, what do you hope we come away with when we watch this film?
Well, I think it has a lot of depth. There's not just a lot of laughs. And that last scene will tell it all. And basically, it's all about that love never dies. And I think anybody that's ever lost anybody that they deeply care about, that they'll take this movie with them, for sure.